Hey gang, Skypilot here. Yes, I have a small package here with my good friend's Happymodel written on it. Thanks for joining me. It has been a few weeks in between videos. I've been pretty busy here, and the weather has also been a little bit rubbish as it's now pretty much winter in Australia. But anyway, I've got a bit of a treat here. This is the Crack It Open CRUX 35. This is the Express LRS version, which is also sporting the much anticipated HD0 system, VTX camera, etc. If you're not too sure about the HD0, check out the links below. But basically, if you're going to fly this HD0 version, what you're going to need is either the Fat Shark HD0 box goggles, or you're going to need an adapter just so you can attach the HD0 setup to the front of your goggles. So as long as you've got an HDMI port in your goggles, you should be good to go. And if you're not too sure about the adapter I'm talking about, that's it right there. I would have one to show you, however they're in between making models, and the new one comes out I think in about a week or two, and the second it is for sale down under, I shall be grabbing it so I can actually take this up for a digital fly. Really looking forward to that. What we're going to do today, we're going to do a quick look-see, see what you get in the package here, and run through some text and specs, look at the accessories. I'm going to stick it on Betaflight, run through some settings, bind it to my Radio Master TX16, and obviously you're going to need your Express LRS transmitter on the rear of your radio. Good to go. Let's crack on in. Okay, let's dig in and see what you get in the package. Obviously you get your quad, put that aside for 2 ticks. This is exactly how it came from my very good friends at Banggood. If you know who they are, then I don't need to introduce them. If you don't know who they are, check out the screen below. Pretty much your one-stop shop for every single thing to do with FPV, quad drones, etc. Check them out, they'll be really cool. Plenty of links below to this gear, all the gear I use, and many of the other quads that I have on my channel. So that would be fabulous if you could check them out. It would help me out heaps. Okay, we get some stickers. I love stickers. On-screen display menu board, Express LRS Happymodel stickers. We get 2 base plates. Obviously they go underneath here, which offers a little bit of extra support for mounting your 4S power supply. A couple of spare props. Yeah, tri-blade props. These are the 3.5 by 2 tri-bladers, and they simply push on, and also supplied is a little screwdriver, tiny Allen key, and some prop screws. You're going to need to use your prop screws on this. If you don't, your props are probably going to fly straight off, which would probably happen quite easily considering this is sporting the EX1404 3500 kV motors, so it should offer a fair bit of punch for this little 3.5 incher. So it's called the CRUX 35. It's a 3.5 inch quad. Let's put it on the scales, see what it weighs in at dry. On the scales minus the props, we're looking at around 89.6 grams. Of course, you can see the HD0 racer camera up the front here. 150 degree field of view, which is pretty good. So I believe it's 1280 by 720 and 60 frames a second. Nice little mount on top for putting your small action camera, etc. So that's a handy little addition. Certainly not big enough for the GoPro, but certainly a good size for your Firefly X Lite or similar camera. Thickness of around 3mm, so that's it's quite a nice design. Be interesting to see how strong this is. If anybody out there has managed to crash one, yeah, drop us a comment, let us know how it fared. Inside here you can see the 2 stacks. The ELRS version on this is actually mounted straight on to the all-in-one. I am going to put a little cable tie on my power supply XT30 for the simple reason if I have a little bit of a crash, I'm not going to rip it straight out of that all-in-one ESC and run the risk of damaging it. A USB connector underneath for your Betaflight connection. It will take anything from 2S to 4S. You'll note there's no GPS on here yet. I do like putting GPSs on, especially for those long range flights. So that's going to be coming up soon as well. Of course, if you don't have the ELRS set up and you also wish to fly analog, this CRUX 35 is also available in just your standard FrSky receiver model with the analog VTX, so that's going to be down below as well. Okay, let's jump out of Betaflight, check out those factory settings and get it bound to our radio. Okay, let's hook it up to Betaflight and let's go. Thank you, and let's go into the binding part of getting your quad in the air. The easiest way to get this up and bound is to go to your CLI. If you're not too sure of your command you need to type in, just type in help and then scroll up and you will see the bind command, which is bind_RX right here. So all you simply do is paste it or type it down in the command line, and before we hit enter, let's get our TX ready on our Express LRS TX on the rear. So you simply scroll over to bind mode. Once you have bind mode ready to go, hit the enter button. You'll see it says binding, and it's simply a matter of long press and press again. It mentions the fact that it's binding, and it should only take a couple of seconds and we are good to go. It doesn't actually say it's bound. However, if we unplug it from the USB, we see it's got telemetry loss, which means we have telemetry. What I will just test, just keep an eye, make sure your gyros are working okay. I have previously just done this to save some time, but what you're looking at here is just making sure that your radio is talking as it should be to the quad. Very good. We have chit chat there, and just check your mode. So I've got simply arm, angle, horizon mode, and I have my beeper as well. Everything here I have left bog stock standard, so 8K, 2K, it's obviously SPI RX support, and I have telemetry output running. D-Shot 300 and motor direction is reversed, so bear that in mind when you're putting your props on. The only other thing you may wish to do here is set up your on-screen display how you like it, so that's all a personal thing, pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of moving things around and putting them where you want to put them. Nice and easy. There you have it guys, super easy to bind. Plenty of videos regarding the BETAFPV TX on the back here, so check those out below if you need some more information on them. We are good to go, obviously apart from our HD0 adapter. Let's do some line of sight.
A few moments later.
Let's just see how she flies. Nice and smooth with those tri-blade props on. Yeah, really nice. Okay. I think this is going to be a lot of fun to fly, folks. pretty quiet, not too loud. Really smooth. And plenty of punch. I have a 654S on the top there. Yeah, 654S. I do have an 854S, which I will try it with as well. However, first impressions, I think we're going to be pretty happy when I can eventually look through my goggles and have a fly this thing. Really cool. There you go, guys. Happymodel CRUX 35. This thing's going to be really, really nice. See you very soon, hopefully with a HT0 BTX attachment. Happymodel CRUX 35 with the HD0 and the ELRS Express LRS set up in it. Should be really good. Like I said, I am just waiting for my HD0 adapter to put on my goggles so I can actually see where I'm flying. In the meantime, we can still fly. We just can't fly very far. Okay, that's me on the workbench for now. Thanks for lasting this long, guys. Much appreciated. Any questions? Absolutely. And I'll see you guys again real soon.